When it comes to training, guys, intensity is king. It's more important than diet. It's more important than sleep. Intensity is number one, because intensity is going to be a trained ability that gives you the value in applying yourself across the board in these other areas of life. The intensity, here's what it teaches you, man. When you push yourself past fear and failure and pain in the gym, you give birth to this belief and this internal pride and confidence that what you're doing matters. It fills you with this high, this earned confidence, that knowing that no matter what comes later in the day, you have the belief and perseverance to get through that pain, to get through that fear, to get over that failure. So when you fail in the diet or in the sleep or in the journaling or whatever else, that intensity is what sparks, keeps going. It's like, no, I know how to get through pain. I know that overcoming that produces the result in the mirror, produces that belief in myself. I know how to get back up when I fail. Builds that perseverance, that resilience, that self-respect, that honor, the integrity. That's what the intensity teaches you, man. So you have to value every single set, every single rep, every single session as if it was your last. You have to put so much value on that small thing, because you're training an ability that makes your life so impactful. That is the number one domino effect. Apart from faith in Christ, the intensity is king. It's the domino that releases all the other things, man. It's the reason why guys cannot stick to diets or transformation things, because they're simply not training hard enough, not applying themselves, not pushing themselves. Therefore, never finding their limits, therefore never breaking their limits. And what that does, because they're going through the motions, not applying themselves, not trying hard enough, is then when they have a test later on in the day of, oh, it's late at night and I'm on this calorie restriction, I'm just going to go into the cupboard or into the freezer and eat that thing that I shouldn't have. And it robs them of their belief. Whereas they push themselves in the gym, they go, no, that was painful. And I've already trained the ability of overcoming pain. I've earned that discipline. I've earned that confidence. I've earned that self-respect. Pain is nothing new to me. I've trained the ability to overcome it. You repeat that later in the day, a trained ability, no matter what area of life, whether it's career, where you're speaking kindly to people, having empathy, having understanding, applying yourself at work in the small details. It's all a trained ability of intensity, of valuing what you are doing, of giving 100% in everything that you do and valuing your word to yourself. That's why on the program, we have the structure of the reps and the sets you must hit and you must beat every single time you step in the gym. It's a must. It's not an if, it's not a what. It's a I said I'm going to do this, so I will. And I'm not going to leave there until I've achieved that mission, because I said I was going to do it. And I value my word to myself. So I'm going to go in there and give everything that I've got. It's a trained ability, guys. It's a trained ability. So do you want to train an ability where you just love tapping it, just going through the motions, just showing up? Do you know what that does? That teaches you to settle for a job, settle for a relationship that you're not happy with, settle for these things in life that you could be doing so much more. But because you didn't have the intensity applied, a trained ability of value, you start to disrespect yourself. You start getting off that path that you need to progress in. And you start going back to the things that cause you to rob you of all that belief, all that sin, all those vices. That's what the intensity is so valuable, man. You have to have the intensity, and it's only going to be earned by overcoming adversity, overcoming fear, overcoming pain. So what do champions do, guys? I always say this: champions chase adversity. If we can chase it and master it and get through it on our own terms by going through that pain, pushing past failure, 1 rep, 5 reps, 10 reps more than we thought we could do, then we have this belief and confidence that says, yes, no matter what comes my way, no matter what's hard, I'm going to overachieve, I'm going to beat it, I'm going to overcome it, I'm going to persevere. And if I fail, so what? I have the trained ability to get back up, called resilience. Across the board, that's who you are now, man, because you have the intensity, the focused intensity, the purposeful belief that what you're doing matters. They talk about the training, man. We talk about the training. All of my sessions are effective, are efficient. We get in, we hit it for a reason, we hit it for value, we give 100% in all that we do, and then we get out. We don't waste time. We're not in there just for some appearance. We're not in there to, chin wag an hour. We're not training. It's not jaw day, all right? You've got your designated muscle group that you're training that day. You're training your mind and your spirit by pushing yourself to these levels and beyond, by finding your limits and then breaking them. Intensity is the belief breaker of your life, guys. It shatters all the plateaus, because if you can push past pain and get comfortable with being uncomfortable, you get that comfort from being in discomfort. That's your new comfort zone, man. It's not just going through the motions. You get there, you fall in love with the process of what builds you, is what's challenging for you, what's going to be uncomfortable for you. And you start to thrive in these situations everyone else gives up on. You do the things other people won't do, but now you have the life that they don't have. because you're willing to sacrifice pain for a life of pride and purpose and respect and honor and value. Starts with the intensity, man. Finishes with the intensity. These sessions, man, you have to value them so much because it's a direct reflection of the value you're going to pour out into all the other areas of your life. Without the value of that, man, who are you? You're someone who gives up when times get tough. You haven't trained the ability. Not on my program, man. You give 100%. Why? Because you said you would when you committed to it. You said you would when you told your loved ones you were going to go through this fat loss transformation. You said it when you said it to yourself, man. So you value yourself. Train with the intensity that demands that value of self.